All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? We have a lot of topics that we're gonna discuss, and we're gonna definitely get into them. All of the topics that we're going to discuss here. I don't know. This stand is just in my way, child. I got to do something else. I got to find my other stand to make it easier for me. But let's go. We got a lot to discuss. So after the countdown, we gotta be back with topics. Peace.
Lord have mercy.
Hold on, give me a second, you guys. I'm trying something new here. Give me a second. 'Cause we got a lot of topics to discuss because I can't hardly see my face, y'all. That thing was just in my. Give me a second, you guys. Y'all bear with me. When y'all come in the room, just like the button. We are live. Okay, that's a little bit better. A little tiny better. All right, a little tiny better. Oh gosh, a little tiny better. Okay. All right. Can y'all hear me? All right. I'm just want to make sure that y'all can hear me and stuff like that when y'all come in the room. We got a lot of topics to discuss real quick. Okay. I want to know, can y'all hear me? Are we good? All right. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so very much for joining us. We got a lot of topics and we're gonna get into them all. But on yesterday, when I tell you that you all called in on yesterday and let me have it, and that's what it need for. I mean, the black women that were calling in were letting me have it. I had an amazing conversation. I was invited to speak to some sisters on Clubhouse. It was amazing just to have this conversation, just doing a listening session with black women, and particularly my audience is black women. And I want to say this: I love black women. I think they're most the greatest on earth, and I don't want people to make it seem like I don't like black women. But the topic that we had yesterday is very controversial because you are talking about something and sometimes that I had to be careful as a host because you don't want to generalize or all black women into one group. Now, it is a certain amount, maybe a small amount of people that just necessarily do not represent all of black women. So if you did not check out that show last night, it was a good show. I mean, it was a good show. We had the internet on fire on this show on last night. And I can tell you, I mean, some very passionate callers called into that show. If you missed it, go listen to that show. If you did not check, I mean, they would let me have the emails. I had one particular sister is having some issues because her son came out to her, and she was one of those particular mothers that did not want her son to have this lifestyle, and she wanted to ask me what is the proper way how to handle this situation. And an advice that I gave her, and I'm just going to reiterate it to the people, is listening to your child and having a conversation, not throwing off your fear on him, but listening to him, understand, get an understanding, having a conversation, having a relationship, and bringing it to the table and listen to your child. Because sometimes, your child can go through something and you don't want your child to go through this, but they're going to have experiences. And so if you have somebody that's in the closet and they come out to you and they say this, don't be mad, don't be angry, listen. That's what you can do. Listen, and if you don't know how to handle it, get into some therapy and some counseling or some family counseling if you don't know how to handle it. But using words like I don't know, I feel as a mother, don't use that because you did not feel as a mother. You know, your child want to make that decision with all that. That's your child. If they want to make that decision, uh that they want to come out to you, you know, you have that conversation, but don't be talking about you fell as a mother. What do you went wrong? You didn't go wrong. You just, it is what it is. You can do everything you can do, and your child still can say, "Hey, mom, I'm a trans." So if you don't know how to handle those issues, surround yourself with people that will help you with those issues. All right. Now we got a show today. Okay. We got a show today, and it's gonna be lit today. I just want to say right here, we have a show. Wow, I want to bring Will Smith up here. Now, what was the name of the movie? Child, I was watching this movie. He was playing the father of Serena and Venus and Serena. He's playing the father, and it's a story about Venus Serena. And I'm not going to do any spoiler alerts, but I highly suggest y'all come out and go to the theaters or go watch it on HBO Max, um, and watch the movie. I'm trying to get the name of it. Give me a second. Let me see. What's the name of it? What's the name of it? What's the name of it? King Richard. Make sure y'all go and watch it. When I tell you I cried, and I don't know, I talked to a couple people about it. I'm like, man, that movie was so good. I was talking to a moderator today, and I was like, go watch it. And the name of the movie is King Richard. The movie made me cry. It was everything. I've learned some stuff from that movie, and one thing that I've gotten from that movie is um and I'm gonna be clear with you. One thing that I gotten from that movie is the power of two-parent households, the power of your parents instilling into your children a vision of something, empowerment. I've gotten so much from the movie. I was inspired. It is an amazing story. So if you did not go check that movie out, go to the theaters and check it out. And one thing I can say, that Will Smith treated the cast with so much respect, made sure they got paid fairly. The movie is just off. It's just amazing. Like it's just um when I watched it, I just teared up because I'm like, that's just an amazing story to teach your children tennis and you're not a tennis star yourself, to instilling them to play this sport that was a predominantly white, no black, hardly no black people at that time were playing tennis, and to see that and see both his daughters to become so great is just amazing. I'm just telling y'all, I watched it and I teared up. I don't know how many people seen the movie in the chat. I sat down and I was able to watch it, and I'm like, they definitely did a good job when it came to like raising their children, and I have to just give them credit for what they did, for how they did it. They did an amazing job, and I'm gonna say shout out to them. I mean, the father, he and one. I don't do no spoiler alerts, but growing up in the hood, that'll just show you. When I've learned from that too, I'm just giving y'all general stuff that I learned from the movie, like messaging. In the hood, that you can still raise your children to be productive citizens in the hood. Though they are surrounded with violence and gangs, you as parents still can raise your children to be productive citizens, and to instill in them to be powerful, to be wealthy and successful. So I watched it, and I had a good time watching that. I mean, I was just sitting at home just watching some great movies, and I watched Bruise with Holly Berry, was directing that. Bruise, that was, I mean, good. It was like, it's some good movies out here, and I'm just telling y'all, just take some time out for yourself. And I'm like, yeah, it was good. I cried. I cried on Bruise with Holly Berry, and I cried into King Richard. I cried in those movies. I was just tearing up, and my friend came over because my leg and stuff was like wrapped up, and he was like, "What you want to do?" I said, "We could just sit and just watch a movie." Came over, helped me around the house, and we were watching. He was like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm crying. This movie is so inspiring. Like, when I have children, I'm gonna make sure they learn how to play tennis." I'm just booing, hooing out there. I'm gonna make sure they learn how to play tennis so they can be like that. And so I was just tearing up. And I'm kind of tearing up now. That's why I'm kind of like wearing the shades. I was really out there just, tearing, just crying and just flowing out. And sometimes you get uh emotional. But if you're out there, make sure y'all I'm kind of tearing up now. Maybe, it was just amazing, just having it was just amazing. He was like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "I don't know why I'm crying." I was just crying. The week was that good. It was that good, and I wanted to sit and talk. And I guess I got on my friend nurse, and he kind of left. And I wanted to talk to him about the movie. So I said, you know what? Let me just come on, go live. I can talk to about 100. It's about almost 300 people up in this chat, and I could just talk to y'all about my feelings. All right. So, and I'm definitely reading Will Smith book on. I'm on chapter 3 because I get emotional reading. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional, but he was talking about in chapter 3. He was talking about his grandmother and how his grandmother would bring people in her home and will take, what I'm saying, will feed the homeless and will bathe the homeless. And that just reminded me of my grandmother because my grandmother was one of the ones. My grandmother was one of the ones that will bring people in her home. She would bathe. It was one particular lady, her name was Angel, and she would bring her home and she would bathe her and she would cook for her. She would do amazing things. And I have seen my grandmother done that for a couple of people. And I was one of the ones that's like Will Smith was. Why are you taking care of this person? Get this person out your house. And I would tell my grandmother, stop bringing these people in your house and doing all this stuff. But she really was the prime example of what a true Christian is about helping those that have less. And she would do it. I mean, she would have people come live with her. I mean, one time she had this couple live with her and they kind of like stole some stuff from her. I'm like, grandmother, you gotta stop doing this. But that chapter just had me tearing up because it had me thinking about my grandmother and about all this success and how much she have helped, people and bringing people in home. So I'm almost on chapter 4. I'm taking my time reading the book because I'm reading multiple books when I do it. And then also too, people were telling me, Wiley, you should get the audio book. And so I'm gonna do that. I never was an audio fan, so I'm gonna get started doing audio books. You know what I'm saying? And everything. So they said grandmother when the black community was real. Yes, I remember my grandmother was doing that, and she did it until she, now she, people are taking care of her now, but she did that for years. She didn't mind helping somebody out and just right off the street or bathing them, cooking them food and bringing people in the home. I've met so many people, and to this day I still have that attribute. And she would always say, well, I'm going to make sure I plant seeds, so if anybody in my family needs to be taken care of, they'll remember when I was there. Or when I was like, well, that's an amazing point. It's like you don't see that too many days of people actually taking care of their loved ones. You don't really see that. Give me 1 second. You don't really see that anymore like you used to. But that chapter was really good. So Will Smith was really putting his all in all. Like, I'm just a huge Will Smith fan, man. I'm watching the movie that the man is in, reading his book, and I'm just sitting here. I'm like, man, this man is an amazing writer, and I'm gonna continue to read it. And if you are not in there, make sure you go and check that book out and stuff like that. Give me a second. Child, y'all is sending me tea up in these text messages. I'm here for it. All right. Okay, we're gonna go to the next topic here. Okay. Woo, Will Smith. I don't know why his wife, anyway, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Marcus Houston is in the news because his 20-year-old wife brought, they have their first child together. And I was having this debate with a couple of people because they was like, "Oh, he's such a predator. Why he want somebody 19?" And I said he's not a predator. A predator is someone that's dating someone under the legal age of consent. So you can't call somebody a predator when they're doing it the legal way. And we are so quick to label somebody that and not understanding the facts. The person is 19, well, she's 20 now. She's legally able to get married, and she's legally able to be with anybody she want to be with. He's not breaking any laws, so I don't think Mark Houston is a predator at all. I really don't. I listen. If you want to be 18, 19 years old, and you want to marry a 40-some-year-old man, that's your decision. I don't really see a lot of people like dragging him like that. I saw a couple of comments like that. Just like the previous couple, they dragged that black man. They drag they drag that black man. They say, "Oh, he groomed, he did this." Now, Marcus Houston is an attractive man. He could have had anybody he wanted to. They was not dating. I had a conversation. Actually, I was talking with and I DM'd. Okay, I'm okay. I can't say that. Okay, I almost said something. All right, they said, "No, you can't say that." Okay, I actually was talking with someone. Can I say that? Okay, that's fine. I actually was talking with someone and they was not talking when they were when the person was underage and having a romantic relationship. He was not grooming them. They didn't start talking until she got of age and they built a relationship. They started to talk. And that's his prerogative and stuff like that. People are so quick and they're saying, "Hey, let's let's look at this." And then people were saying, "Oh, she's still a kid in my eyes." No, she's not. That's a grown woman. And when are we going to stop coming at people when they want to date younger as someone that is 18, 19 years old? There's nothing wrong with doing that. That's the illegal age of consent. Let me see what I'm saying in the chat. I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this, but it's nothing wrong. If my daughter is at 18 or 19 years old and she want to marry somebody 55, 45 years old, I have no other right but to support that decision because she is of age. She's an adult. I cannot dictate to her because she's dating somebody that's 3 times her age. If she want to do that, that's her decision. I'm not going to stop her or and all that. I'm going to support her and support her in that decision. Now, I don't believe that he was grooming her. I don't have any evidence or proof of that. From my understanding, from my research, they became romantic when she was of age. It was no evidence of them doing some of them up underage. Now, when I put a poll out here really quickly, and I'm going to put a poll out here really quickly, I'm going to ask y'all, do you believe that he was grooming her? Press 1. I want to see, be honest, and come on out of the bushes real quick. Do you believe that Marcus Houston was grooming her, that his wife, when she was underage? Press 1. Give me a second. Press 1. If you do not believe that he was grooming her, press 2. I just want to see where y'all at. Where y'all headspace at? Give me a second. Oh wow, it's a lot of people said yes. And we gonna open up the phone lines and let y'all call in too. We definitely gonna let y'all call in. Was she underage when they met? No, I don't know. It was nothing like that. They was in legal age of consent because the legal age of consent is 17 years old. So I mean not 17, 18 years old. So I don't see a problem with it at all. I know a lot of people is saying it's a problem. Let me see. Okay. It's everybody said, oh wow, predominantly everybody saying it. But y'all the same women out here that was humping somebody when y'all was at 18, 19 years old, dating somebody that was older. Y'all wasn't saying, well, I was groomed at a certain age. Legal is legal. I'm just gonna tell you that right then and there. There's nothing wrong with the age gap. Legal is legal, and people are saying, "Wiley, stop! Don't say that." I'm like, why do I have to stop? I'm giving my honest opinion. Marcus Houston have every right to marry her. He have every right to have a child by this woman. She's a grown woman. He's a nice guy. I don't get. He's a very attractive guy. I don't get predator vibes from him at all. He's a very attractive guy. He is a Jehovah Witness, and I don't get any vibes. He's a very spiritual, holy man, and I don't get any vibes of him being a predator. I don't get those vibes from him. All right. And so when we open up the phone lines, you may can call in, you may can drag me. I don't care, but I don't get those vibes. And we have to stop judging these people instead of just picking up the phone and get on the phone and say, hey, did you talk to her when she underage? And if he say no, and if she say no, you have every right to respect that. I think a lot of black women in the chat here are a little jealous. They're a little jealous because they're not married. They're not with somebody like a Marcus Houston, or they can't get somebody this beautiful young woman. They're a little jealous because they don't look like her. Maybe they don't have her type of stamina. Maybe they can't have any children. So maybe they're a little jealous of her of that success. And it just in my humble opinion here. And I know I'm gonna ruffle up feathers, and I got my little producer back here in the back saying abort mission, but I feel like it's a little jealousy here because just maybe they're not with somebody that look like Marcus Houston or someone that have money and stuff like that. Maybe they're a little jealous, in my humble opinion. Okay, they're a little jealous, and they're mad that their hair is not looking like her. She's gorgeous. She's let me see how she look. Give me a second. She's gorgeous. Hold on. Let me see how she look. I will put a picture up here, but I don't want the black women in the chat to be mad. Give me a second. All right, give me a second. I want to see. Hold up. Give me a second here. All right, let me see. Did anybody send this? Yeah, very gorgeous. She's a gorgeous woman. I don't know why people mad. I don't know why they mad for it. Very gorgeous, beautiful, by the way. I don't know why people is upset at all. Very beautiful. By the way, I could have had her picture up there, but we're gonna definitely move on. And I definitely don't believe that they were talking when they were underage. And a lot of times, just like the other couple, I defended this other couple. It was I think she was 18 or 19 years old. She married like a 55-year-old man. I defended that and I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's illegal to do so. I was dragged. I had black women coming up to me, "You a dirty old man," coming up to me saying that I endorse predatory behavior. And I had to stop this lady. I'm like, listen, I'm not endorsing this. This is legal. You can be 18, 19 and deal with a 55-year-old. That's your decision. I'm not endorsing that. That's the legal way to go. You can't lock somebody up because they dating somebody 18, 19 years old. And I'm like, why is it? Why is we coming at that at all? And I'm just like, I don't see an issue at all. I don't see an issue. And I know they probably in the comments probably dragging me and saying all type of stuff about me and talking about me so bad in the chat. That's fine. That's fine because that's their decision. But I, as a host and as a man, I have to look at the facts here. And when the facts come to my desk, this lady was 19 when they met, 19 when they started dating. They got married when they was 19. And now she's 20 years old. This lady is wrong. And still to this day, you have a lot of black women which should be supporting this woman and showing her love and showing her support, came out and they're mad and they're angry. And literally they had a beautiful baby. A lot of people were mad at that because they don't have that lifestyle. A lot of dudes that they deal with is trash and thugs and gangs, and they don't have people that making good money and stuff like that. So they're really angry at Marcus Houston because he's a very attractive guy, and as well the woman that he's dealing with very attractive. But they don't like that at all. They don't like the fact that they don't have a person like a Marcus Houston. So they're trying to put on this man that he is a predator. And I don't see it at all. One particular viewer saying, quote, "Wiley, you're wrong." How's I'm wrong? I'm not understanding that. How am I wrong when this is legal to do? I don't understand this. They're just mad because they can't get Marcus Houston, and they're mad, and they're coming at this beautiful family. He's doing it right. He's gotten married. He's not committing adultery like some of these people in the chat commit adultery or fornication. He actually got married. He's a spiritual guy, a great guy, an amazing actor, an attractive guy, and he did something right. And I just know people in here is upset, but I have every right to give my opinion when it comes to that. And I don't, he's not an ugly guy, so he can't be a predator. Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead on and I'm gonna move on to the next topic. Here we go. Once again, I'm the bad guy. Once again, I'm the bad guy here. Once again. Okay. Um Once again, I'm the bad guy. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Now we have an update on Jussie Smollett. The prosecutor in his closing remarks said this man is a lot of evidence that this man staged an attack and that police resources was wasted. I get a video sent to me that TMZ posted. I'm not gonna post it because TMZ be playing. That you see him with the brothers and you see Jussie Smollett laughing and stuff. This man do deserve to go to prison because he shouldn't have lied and wasted police resources. We don't need people in the streets like Jussie Smollett running around, beating on themselves, beating their meat, snorting cocaine, going in bathhouses, and not getting themselves together. We don't need that. We don't need that. He don't need to be walking around free. He need to take some time, and I don't think he should get 3 years. I think he should get a year in jail. A year. Because we can't have people going around saying, "Oh, some MAGA people came and they beat me, and I got a black eye, and they put a noose, and they did all this stuff around me, and none of that happened, and you getting $400,000 in police resources that me as the taxpayer or the taxpayer in Chicago have to pay is nowhere in the world that he should be walking around here free. Now he should have some type of time in jail. And that's not right that he came out and he did this and he said these things. This just not it's not right. And who does cocaine and goes into the bathhouse and then tried to obviously he was still on coke or crackhead, because only a crackhead will say, "Hey, I'm going to get me some eggs at Walgreens at 4 o'clock in the morning." You know you on crack. You can't say that you ain't on crack when you going, "I'm going to Walgreens to go get me some eggs to work out." Ain't nothing open that late with the crack house and legs. And he got caught up. So yes, I do believe he need to have a year in jail. A year in jail. And he need to have 3,000 community service hours, in my humble opinion. I know some people in the chat not gonna like this, but in my humble opinion, this is what I think he should get. All right? Getting eggs, and then I was going to get some eggs at Walgreens. I thought the Walgreens opportunity, and then he said I had to go to Subway to go get me a Subway sandwich. Now you said you had to go get you a couple of eggs and something like that. No, you need to be arrested and sit on down somewhere and serve some time because you are out of order. Ain't nowhere in the world that you should be out here free and people wasted hours. You need 3,000 to 4,000 community service and 1 year hard labor. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. If I was the judge If Judge Wiley was was sitting in that seat of judgment, I would say he need a year in jail and 3 to 4 thousand worth of community service hours. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Whew. I know people ain't gonna like this type of teaching. It just in my humble opinion. That's what I believe. If you don't like it, it's just in my humble opinion. All right. So we definitely want to keep you out there. We want this, and we definitely gonna that's in my humble opinion. He wasted police resources and he lied. He should definitely have that. Now, y'all can post in the chat. What do y'all think he deserved? Do y'all think he deserved a year in prison? Do y'all think he deserved a year in prison? Press 1 and be honest. I want you to come up out these bushes, put down the chicken drumsticks, put down the Medja Zawanda, and put down the Newport 100, put down the wine, and press 1. If y'all believe that Jussie Smollett, the man you see on the screen, the smile on his face, if you believe he deserves a year in jail, press 1. If you think he don't deserve nothing, press 2. If you think he don't deserve nothing, you think he should go free, press 2. If you think he need to go to prison for a year, press 1. All right. I'm seeing in the chat, we got most people up in here. Okay. Multiple people up in here. Look. Multiple people up in here. Okay. Put down the cigarette. Okay. He's not working. That's enough. He got what he deserved. He ain't got no job. Okay. We're gonna move on to that. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Where are we gonna go next? I want to first sing happy birthday to the former queen of hip hop. To the former queen of hip hop. I think Cardi B have the title now, but the former queen of hip hop, today is her birthday. I think today is her 40th birthday. I don't know how old she is. Give me a second. How old is Nicki Minaj? How old is Nicki Minaj? I don't know if she's 50. Okay, she's 39 years old. 39. It's time for her to go on and retire right now. She's 39 years old, the former queen of hip hop. So let's sing happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nicki Minaj. Happy birthday to you. Hello. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll accept it. Okay. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. All right. Oh, thought that was Nicki. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless Nicki Minaj. May the good Lord bless the former queen of hip hop. Okay. Oh man. Oh man, they ready. Okay. Oh man. Okay. All right. Happy birthday to the former queen of hip hop. And it's okay to be the former queen. She still got queen. She's just a former queen. And can I break that down for a second? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. You know, is you got to look at Cardi B's success. Even though she don't necessarily know she haven't mastered the English language, but she have platinum records. She invited bloggers to eat barbecue ribs with her and drink with her. And she really opened the door for a lot of female rappers that's doing it. And she opening that door for him. Nicki ain't really been doing that lately. And, platinum records. And she really haven't had a hit out in a long time. Really haven't had a hit out. And what happened to Bia? Nobody talk about Bia no more. Ain't nobody checking for Bia. It's like anybody that associates with Nicki right now, nobody is really associating with them right now. All right. So if y'all think that she's still the queen, that's your opinion. Just like I say she's the former queen, that's my opinion. I definitely believe that Cardi B is the new queen of hip hop, And one thing about Cardi B party, she opened it up for the bloggers. Nicki didn't do that. Nicki still got her comments disabled where you can't really comment on her comments. She's not inviting the bars to her birthday party, eat barbecue ribs and tacos and all that type of stuff. She's not inviting them type of people like that. One thing about Cardi, she's gonna let you drink some tequila, have a couple of burritos and tacos, have a Jamaican party. Nicki is not really doing that right now. She's not really doing that and stuff like that. But on her birthday, her lawyers was in court today with Jennifer, and they were playing. It was a disaster in this conference on Zoom because some of the bars was in there playing Nicki Minaj music. One of the party games was playing talk that talk or talking. They were like really playing music. It was a disaster. But Jennifer have about 3 lawyers that's representing her now, not just one, but she have 3 lawyers. And one of Jennifer lawyers said Nicki Minaj is not above the law. They literally tried to get a default judgment right now in court. Right, is celebrating her birthday. So it was no decision that was made today. The judge did not grant a default judgment on January the 20th. They will have a case that they will do something on January the 20th. It will be another Zoom conference that we can definitely be a part of. And so on her birthday, she had to deal with some legal issues. And of course, she and her husband is being sued by one of his victims that he assaulted in a abandoned building and took some of her cookies without her permission. So we definitely going to keep y'all updated on here when it comes to that. Okay. All right. All right. Let's just say we definitely want to keep that updated on that. And also too, we have another birthday in here. Birthday is today, so make sure y'all say happy birthday today. Y'all see Day in the chat. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to her page. She's in the chat. She's showing love. She is a moderator. Today is her birthday, and we love her. We did talk to her today. Today is her birthday. I gotta get on the phone and sing happy birthday to her and everything like that. But it's her birthday. And it's just something when you make it another birthday. And she took some beautiful pictures. I'm like, Day, don't be taking no pictures. Don't be taking no pictures like that. Don't be taking no pictures. Don't beautiful, them beautiful pictures like that. Got me blushing. All right. Don't be taking pictures of me. Got me blushing like that. Oh, don't be taking pictures like that. It got me blushing. Okay. All right. Okay. Beautiful. I think she's another year that she have, and want to say shout out to today and many wish her many many more birthdays. Okay, so we talked about the whole thing with the former queen of hip hop, Nicki Minaj, and we're gonna go to the next topic. Okay, oh, it got me blushing. She was beautiful bitches. Isn't she lovely? Okay, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I was blushing. Okay. Let me go. Okay. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Nicki, if you're in the bushes, can you please follow me? Okay, let me say this about Nicki. Nicki, I sent you so many interview requests. If you're listening, Nicki, follow me on Instagram. Nicki, come on my show. I've sent your publicist and your lawyers interview requests. We send multiple. I have my team send your team multiple letters and emails to you. Can you please come on the show? I want to say that if you're available, if you could come on the show. I talk about you all the time, and I do love you. Even though you are the former queen, you still have success in this market. You've been doing this for 10 years. And if you're available, you can definitely come on uh, and show me some love. All right. If y'all can let her know and tell her to come on my show, I will greatly appreciate it. I know I have some Barbs in the house. I got many Barbs in the house. I know I got one of Nicki Minaj's cousins in the house. We definitely want to say that. We definitely want to say that. I'm just saying, hold on one second. This Nicki on my DMs. Okay, this is not Nicki. This is not Nicki. Okay. All right. Okay. Nicki, if you in the building, you can send me a message. All right. Okay. Wow. Well, why is we getting dragged? Wow. Are we getting dragged in the comments? Okay. All right. Why is we getting dragged in the comments? Okay. Give me a second. Let me go to the next topic. Kailan Walker now. Wow. This is sad, you know. This is so sad, and I really want people to understand this is really sad when it comes to this, and I want to be really quick with this with Kailan Walker, and give me a second. I want to bring up he's being charged with a lot of stuff here when it comes to this stuff, and I want to see where we at right now with Kailan Walker. Is we here? All right. Kailan Walker, y'all know Superfly actor Kailan Walker is facing life sentence. 30 women accuse him of assault. This is on the Jasmine man. Kailan K.R. Walker, 26, could be heading back to jail soon. Los Angeles County prosecutors reportedly laid the case out on Monday, December 6th, shockingly revealed that over 30 women have allegedly accused Kailan Walker of assault. Prosecutors have reportedly established a pattern with Kailan, highlighting the fact that some of the accusations involve corresponding elements. In 2018, he was arrested and charged for using Photoshop photo shoots to attract models, telling them that he can help them with their careers, assaulting them. He was released and reduced bail earlier this year due to C-19. His previous charges reportedly allow prosecutors to do a new guilty to 6 counts of the R word, 2 counts of unlawful intercourse with a minor, and multiple felonies. There are reportedly 11 victims involved, and prosecutors were urging Judge Joseph to allow them to add 5 more. Kailan lawyer Andrew immediately fired back at their request, alleging that saying additional victims would add unnecessary time to the trial. This is sad. Now, this guy, he did a whole press tour on the Wiley Show. He did a press tour on Milagro Graham's show. She was posting some stuff on her Discord of him giving fellatio to an underage person. and she tried to save him, but she couldn't save him, and she got a lot of backlash. I talked to some couple of people that's over there that used to be over there when Malaga Grams. They said Wiley, it was a mess. He really tried to control Millie platform, and Millie tried to defend him like she defend Tory Lanez, and now he recently called Millie Malaga Grams to do something on the show over there on my radio, and she declined because all the evidence is against him. He literally called my radio and said, "Hey sis, can you come back?" I know he sent me a text and he wanted to come back on the show. I declined to bring him back on the show, and I said, if you get away with these charges, you would definitely come on the Wiley Show and we will bring you on. But brother, you got too many charges. You told me, and I told him in a text, you told me that the charges was going to be dropped. The charges is not dropped. They actually want to add more charges. The charges wasn't dropped. They actually want to add more charges. So I don't care how many of it, and I know over here we're gonna restream that Kailan Walker interview when he was on our show. He came on our show. I don't know if some of y'all remember that, and he said it could be you and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, it can't. Like, I've never been charged or something. I don't do stuff like that. I don't invite models to my house and then assault them. I don't do stuff like that. You have done that. And for him to be an attractive guy and to do these things is just really dumb. We really are trying to get an interview with his mother. We reached out to his mother. We reached out to his stepfather. She declined to come on the show. We offered a couple of $100 and some McDonald's. We offered the mother Burger King meal and a couple of $100 to come on the show. She did decline to come on the show, but we did offer some McDonald's and a couple of $100. All right. So we want to say to Kailan Walker, man, he got to go down. He really tried to control me, and and wanted me to spew out his lies, and I wasn't going for it. I was not going for it at all. All right, not going for it at all. I said he was guilty. All right, that's what I said. I've said that over and over and over. I said the man is guilty. He did this, and it's no allegedly. He did this to these women. I've actually talked to a woman that was assaulted by him. And he's guilty. This man is guilty. He went on Tasha K's show, and she posted a video clip of him giving fellatio, or a woman giving him fellatio, and the woman that was giving him fellatio was allegedly underage, and Tasha K had to remove the video because he was trying to use Tasha and the people over there with Kiwi Studios to paint this picture that he's an innocent man, that he's a Bill Cosby, that he's innocent. He tried to do this. All right. He really tried to do this. And I was definitely there doing that. So we're going to move on from Kailan Walker. Don't drop the soap. Now, we have posted this already. Y'all ain't got to tell this. My members, do we have any members in the house? Y'all have already seen that Cardi medical records was examined by the courts. This is breaking news. I've been sending this to my members. If you are a member, you get this information first. If you're on my Patreon, you get this information first. Give me a second. If you are on my Patreon, if you are my members, you get all of that information first. Now, I love Tasha K, but again, I'm covering this case. I work for the Wiley Show. Don't nobody pay me. Now, if Tasha K cut me a check, then I get on here and lie and say that Cardi B didn't release the records and it was a whole bunch of mess. But that ain't where we at right now. All right. I'm funded by the people of the Wiley Show. We want to say thank y'all so very much. But today, Cardi B and Latasha Kebe, which is the defendant. Now, mind you, Tasha K is the defendant. The plaintiff is Cardi B. But The order, November the 22nd, 2021, this court obtained the Center for Women at UCLA to produce to the court for an in-camera inspection any and all medical records, which is possession solely to the testing for, okay, I don't want to say the word, HPV for Cardi B, all right? And they got her birthday and everything else. And I'm going to read this this is the second paragraph. The court has received and reviewed the records and find that they are not helpful to the defendant, which is Tasha K. According to the court, we will find records under seal and the plaintiff requests only. The court will release the records to both sides to be used at trial. Otherwise, the records shall not be open except with the permission of the district judge or the court of appeal. So we won't see that. So it's not going to help, Tasha K at this particular moment. Now, it was a win for Tasha to get this woman to show records under her name because the previous records allegedly wasn't under Cardi B name. So this was examined. This is a thing of the court of Tasha K lawyers and stuff like that. And we definitely want to see how this is going to play out in the courts. Give me a second. We definitely going to see how this is going to play out in the courts. Yes, I want to put that over there. All right. So this is a win. So we're gonna definitely, the trial have not started. And many people, I got on the phone with a lawyer today. He said, "Wow, this is not over. It's up to the jury now. All the tricks, all the continuance is going to be up to the jury." So we're gonna keep you updated on this case. This is a loss for Tasha because it did not prove that Cardi B had the bumps. Now, if it came out that Cardi B had the bumps, this would have been a major win for the defendant, which is Tasha K as the defendant. But now I'll definitely do that. So we're gonna go on to the we're gonna open up the phone lines if y'all want to call in. She don't have the bumpity bump with Puss. She don't have the bumpity bump. Okay. It's a negative. So Cardi B don't have bumpity bumps according to her medical records. All right. So it's still up in the air because again, they still have to prove this in the court. They have to still go in front of a jury, and it's going to have to be a jury to make that decision whether Tasha K is liable for what she said about Cardi B. That's what's going to play out right now. I still believe that Tasha K will win this lawsuit. I believe that she will win this lawsuit, in my humble opinion. I do believe that she will win. I want to keep that 100% clear on that. I don't believe that she will lose this lawsuit. I believe that she will win the lawsuit. But again, she just won't win on the fact of Cardi B medical records. They will have to go and find something else to use in a legal sense for that. Maybe they will find some pictures or some videos of Cardi with some bumps, and we would definitely see how that's going to play out in the court. How it's going to play on the court. Give me a second. I will open up the phone lines. If y'all want me to open the phone lines and y'all want to call in, we got the number. It is open. We want to say special shout out to y'all right here. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second. All right. Moderators, if you can post the number in the chat, 646-716-8447. That is the number.
Your show now, press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 36 seconds.
Okay, give me a second. So we're gonna see how this gonna. It's up to the jury, you guys. Y'all. It's up to the jury. This is a jury trial. They're still not in trial yet. This is just one of the tactics of Tasha K lawyers that she brought out.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Give me a second. I'm
Blog
trying to.
Talk Radio.
Give me a second, you guys. I'm trying to put. Okay, here we go. All right. All right. We got the number up here. If you're going to call in, anonymous, you live on the anonymous, you live on air.
Hi, good night, Wiley. Um, I think I was watching you tonight, but I think with Cardi B taking the test,
Okay.
money talk. In this whole entire thing, money talk. Tasha is a small YouTuber. Cardi B is a big celebrity. So regardless if Cardi B had anything, that would never come out. Cardi B have a machine behind her. So at the end of the day, if she have anything or she don't have anything, it would not come out. It would be very hard for Tasha K to take somebody down like that. She's a big celebrity. You remember Tasha K has people giving her inside about R. Kelly. You not think maybe somebody inside of the probably done tell Tasha K something is wrong with Cardi B? But even though, again, as I say, she have it or she don't have it would not come up because there is so many celebrities have stuff and they're walking around with it and it would never come out. So even tonight, Tasha K win or lose, she will make it and she will be successful on YouTube. And I sure right now she probably loving how all these YouTubers talking about her. Good night, Wiley.
All right. Thank you so very much for that. Could it be money talk? Could it be that she paid the hospital to switch some records? I don't necessarily agree that that will be happening because when you get a subpoena from the court, I don't see that actually happening. I will have to see some updated information. Okay. Yeah, I would need some updated information. That's what I would need. So I would need some much up that information when it comes to stuff like that. All right. So the number is 646-716-8447. I did send this link to Tasha. I don't know her legal strategy at all. What I do know is that we will cover the facts. But I personally, I've never seen Tasha say that Cardi B had any bumps. You know what I'm saying? And she may have said she had a cold sore, but many people had cold sores, but I don't think that she meant any malicious intent of coming at Cardi B. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. I'm just saying that I don't believe that at all when it comes to this. I'm just being real. Okay. I don't believe that Tasha was being maliciously involved in saying something against Cardi B. This will change nothing, I don't believe, for YouTube. What it will do for celebrities, I think celebrities will get on there and they will, thank goodness, they will use this Cardi B because I know they're watching. I know many different celebrities that are watching this right now and they're like, Tasha K is a liar and she needs to go down. So a lot of celebrities want Tasha K to lose, and they're gonna use this. But people have to understand this is not no overnight success. It took years, and then we still don't have any verdict yet because they're still not up yet. This is a jury trial. So without all this stuff being said, they still don't have that, and I'm just being 100% real when it comes to this social media stuff, and I'm just being real. They still don't have no evidence to come at Cardi B. Uh, when it comes to her having what they say she have now, right now, this is evidence to say she don't have, you know, bumps, but it's still going to prove, was Tasha K malicious? Did she have some malicious intent? So they're going to have to prove that in the court, and we're going to see how this is going to play out in the court system. I don't know, and we're going to keep an eye on this case because we've been reporting on this for a long time, and I know people are tired of this case. But again, the reason why we're reporting on it, because it's clicks and views. Period. It's clicks and views, period. All right. So we're going to see how this is going to play out. Shout out to the Cardi B fans that's in the chat. Thank you so very much. So I don't know how this really going to play out for Cardi, because again, Cardi B still have to produce an album. She still have to go to court. She still have to face Tasha. So I don't know all of the evidence that Tasha K lawyers, and Tasha K have some trial lawyers that she is going to for an offense. So we're gonna definitely see how this is gonna play out when it comes to this social media stuff. All right. And we're gonna see how this is gonna play out with Tasha K. I can't tell. We're gonna see how this is gonna play out for Sus. And I want to just give a special shout out to people that's in the chat and that's showing love. I don't. What more can we say about Tasha K in this case? It's up to the jury, because I can say that Tasha K going to win because I support Tasha, but at the end of the day, it's up to the courts. It's up to the jury to decide. Now the judge is going to be he's the referee. He's going to be able to say if you have an objection, if it's overruled, whatever. That's what the judge is going to play out. But the jury is going to sit there and listen. Now, I don't want people on my jury, Nicki Minaj fans. I don't want people on my jury that watch Wendy Williams, because you can sympathize with what Tasha K does. So you want a jury, a Wendy Williams fans on your jury. That is what you want on your jury. But you're not going to want a Cardi B sympathizer or a Barty gang on the jury. So we're going to see how this is on. I know I was in a couple of Cardi B groups. There some fans are saying that they hope that they're on the jury so they can vote in Cardi B favor. And they already saying, how can we apply to be in the jury pool? So we're going to see how this is going to play out. This is going to be natural and stuff like that. We're going to see how it's going to play out. Thank y'all so very much for calling in. I want to say thank you so very much for watching. Man, what more can we say? I thought it was going to be a smoking thing with the bumpity bumps, but apparently it's not that case. I read you all the record here. You can only test if you have an outbreak. Otherwise, you're not tested. Yeah. So I don't see. Let me see if I go to Cardi B page. Does she have a bump on her lip? Let me see. I don't see no bumps right there. Okay, I don't see no bump right there. I don't. Okay, I don't. But I don't know what evidence or video footage that they have of her. I don't see it. They said you don't apply to be a jury. So it's people that's up there trying to apply to be juries and stuff like that. Yes. So those Christians that acts of a jury, I feel that they could be lying. They could lie and say they don't like the person or they are not a fan of the person. This is a very high profile case. This is a very jury and high profile case. I don't know all the evidence. I know I talked to somebody today and they said the evidence is not in Tasha K favor. And I'm like, and I had to tell this person, we don't know all the evidence of Tasha K that Tasha K have. Her evidence have not been presented yet. But this was a case of to make sure those medical records was valid records. That's what it was. So we don't know how this is going to play out in this case. We don't know how this is really going to play out in this case, and we're going to keep y'all updated. But I do want to talk about one more topic before I leave. Give me a second. Do I have our picture up here? Hold on one second. I want to talk about Wendy Williams 1 second because I have an update on her. Now, Wendy Williams, cokehead, not returning back to her show. Her show is not returning back next year. This is a prime example. Don't do coke. This is a prime example. to take care of your body. You cannot put too much coke and heroin in your body and expect that you're going to be able to walk. The muscle's going to deteriorate. You're going to get older and stuff like that, and putting down the liquor. So this is it for the Wendy Williams show. This is all allegedly. I've heard from the different outlets that she's going to return back in January, maybe mid-February. But this is the last season of the show, and it's so sad that it's ending the way it's ended without Wendy Williams. I would prefer that Wendy play out this last season and have this last show, and she's on there to be able to give her show and say, "How are you doing with the audience?" Now she can't hardly walk. You know what I'm saying? She's suffering in her body, and she still want to do coke and alcohol allegedly, and she still got these things that she's still dealing with. And we hope that she get it together with her body. And I'm just gonna keep it 100% real. I think I have a special guest that want to come on the show to promote their book. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me see if he's ready. To come on. But it's 9:53. Hey, are you ready to call in?
Yes.
Okay, let me give you the call in number. All right. So we have a special guest that's going to call in. Okay. They said Wiley, bumps won't be visible if you're taking medication. I think they need subpoena some pharmacy records, some medication records. All right. I really think that they need to be subpoena some pharmacy records. I do believe they need to be doing that. Honestly, in my humble opinion. That's what I believe. Okay, give me a second, child. We don't know what's wrong with Wendy. We're not her doctor. They said, Wiley, you wild. What? I'm just giving my opinion here. What's the problem? They said, I didn't see Wendy. I feel it in my spirit. Somebody said, did you see her do? I feel it in my spirit. I think they should, subpoena her pharmacy records and to see if she's taking medicine to not get any complication of some bumps. In my humble opinion, can you do that? I don't know. I would have to talk to a lawyer. Can you do that? I will have to talk to a lawyer and see if that's possible. If you could do it. Ain't no Cardi B fan here, Wiley. If she doesn't have it, there's no justification to subpoena her medication records. So what? So we can't subpoena. Well, somebody said they should definitely produce her pharmacy records. They said that's so Wiley. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep my opinions to myself. Don't be dumb. It still would be medical records that she was diagnosed with it. All right. I'm just mind my business. Okay. Hey, is this Roland Ray? I'm sorry, Roland Rebel.
You know Roland Rebel. Don't play with me.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you? Thank you for having me.
I'm good. I see that you are Roland Rebel. You are a guy that rolls around and always have the tea.
Well, I have a little bit of different tea this time.
Okay, what different tea do you have this time?
This is about me.
Oh,
Remember I came on to the platform a few months ago
yes.
and said I had a book coming out.
A book? Uh-huh.
Well, the book is out. It is called Don't Get Effed Up.
Don't get effed up. Now, how can you F up somebody and you in a chair? You gonna roll them over in your chair? Because I always understand. I always
How
understand
do
it
you
like
F up people with your eye, Wiley?
I don't
How you
understand.
F up people with your eye, Wiley?
I don't understand.
Don't
Like
discriminate now,
you
Wiley.
you in a
Don't do
chair. Like,
that.
do you roll
Don't
over
do
people?
that.
Like, how can you f people up and you in a chair? Is that like a disadvantage? What if the person like push you out the chair and like?
Is your eye a disadvantage? Let's not do that, Wiley.
I know. I'm just
No.
asking the question because you said don't get effed up, and I always wonder like if you're in a chair,
Yeah,
how's that possible?
but like
How is that possible?
as you know, that it's a thing with me being the person that I am, and people can't take my words, so they want to fight. And just because you see me in the chair, don't mean that I can't beat nobody else. But people with this story, you get to know me as an individual
Okay.
and not behind the mess and the bullshit. It's a good story. It's a good read. You have my life story. You have, drama with some people that you may
So
know.
okay,
Sex
I want to ask you a
stories,
question. Do you talk about you being in a chair? Are your peen able to get on hard? Are you able to get it in a chair?
Yes, Wiley. I talked about some encounters that I have had throughout my lifespan.
Really?
Some stories you go into detail with it. So yeah, if you read the book, you will find that out.
I'm going to have to read the book. And what's the name of the book?
It's called Don't Get Effed Up.
Don't Get Effed Up. And that's available on Amazon.
Yes, Amazon, Barnes and Noble. No,
And see, a lot of people don't,
Apple.
I talk to a lot of show producers that they don't like you. They say that for you to be in a chair, you supposed to be humble. You keep up a lot of mess.
But see, that's the thing, Wiley. I'm supposed to be humble. Like, these people don't realize that I'm supposed to be humble. You're supposed to be humble too, because just like you talking shit about me, you can end up in a chair too. But see, it's the elitism and the entitlement of it all. And they don't feel that I can come back with it. You telling me I need to be humble, you do too. You can get shot walking outside. You can get ran over by a bus walking
Yeah, that's
outside.
that. Now that's
So
that's
telling
true
me,
because I recently was on crutches. So I had my leg wrapped up and I couldn't hardly stand, and I had to get some assistance so I can understand. But yet, you being in a chair, you don't think that you should be humble?
well, yeah, I am humble. There are things that I've done that people have no idea about. But because you see me on these shows going off on people, you have no idea of the story that I've had been through.
Mm-hmm. I've
So
heard
I'm
that.
humble every day.
I heard
Go
that
ahead.
you have gave a person some money, and you came on the show and you said you gave a person in Atlanta. I forgot the guy's. Okay, we can talk about Sherrod. And from my understanding, you wanted to sleep with Sherrod. Is that true that you wanted to sleep with this
Let
man?
me let me address this issue.
Okay.
Just like there was an issue with you and Kane and you and Reese,
Okay.
there are three sides to every story: my side, their side, and the truth.
So you didn't want to
Now,
sleep. You didn't want to sleep with Sherrod in the chair.
no, I didn't. I didn't. I legit wanted to be friends with Sherrod because I felt that, with Sherrod having a physical deformity with his hand, he could understand where I was coming from in terms of people look at you and they automatically assume things about you just because you have these things going on.
So you didn't
But
send
I
him
don't.
no peen pic of you in a chair holding up your peen?
No, I didn't.
Because that's what I heard.
Now, why would I do this?
No,
Why would I do this?
that's what I heard. I've heard that from one of the cast members. I can't really say the cast member name. On Chasing Atlanta, they said you had sent him a peen pic when you was in the chair. You it was in the chair. You had the chair up and you had to
No,
pee, and you were on hard. And you sent him a pic.
no. Now, why would I do that?
Okay, you didn't do that.
That's beneath me.
Okay, So let's.
At least not.
How do
At
you
least not for Sherrod. Anyway.
do you get with people that's in a chair for love, or do you find some people that walk? Like, what do you? How do you do? How do you?
I'm glad that you brought that up.
Okay.
Just because I'm in a chair does not mean that I have to get with people that are in wheelchairs. That's like telling you need to get with a person that has a cock eye. If you think they fine, you gonna get with them. Like, that's stereotyping.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you agree?
I agree. I agree. I agree on that. So, what type of guys do you like? How do you like roll up on them like, hey baby, let's talk? Like, what do you do to approach a guy?
It depends.
Okay.
I've had my moments where I've been a flat out whore, and sometimes I've had my moments where I've been scared. It just depends on the person, and it depends on the situation. Like I said, this book is to show that I'm a human first.
But can you feel back there in your butthole? Can you feel back there? Is any feeling back there?
Absolutely. I had sex a few days ago.
So you can feel it. So when they hump you, like, do you get in a chair or do you get in a missionary position? Like, how do they do it? Because I don't know if you can ride it. Can you ride the peen?
I sure can.
Oh, you can ride.
If you have a person that is patient with me and that's willing to work with me, anything is possible. So let's leave it there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. I didn't know you can ride.
And if we really want to go into details, stay tuned. I have another project coming out that's explaining that exact story that you're talking about.
Wow. So I want to ask you a question. Who do you want if you had to pick a celebrity or person on the show on Chase in Dallas? Would you sleep with Reese G?
I die first.
You said you would do what now?
I die before I sleep with Reese G. Does that answer your question?
Okay. So would you sleep with King Kane?
Possibly. Did you?
Okay. I want to answer that. We just were kissing. We didn't really like sleep together. I wouldn't mind doing it, but we just was a kisser. I want to ask you though, you would not sleep with Sherrod? You would not give him none?
No, what we gonna do? Bump pocketbooks? No.
Oh, because you a bottom. You a bottom?
I'm versed for the right person, but
wait a minute. So you are a bottom. I didn't know you were a bottom.
Now I didn't say that.
But you said, what can y'all do? He's a bottom. Sherrod is a bottom. So are you a bottom?
Listen. Let me tell you something. I'm a bottom for whoever I want to be a bottom.
Okay. So you have bottom before?
I have.
Okay. How are you able to be a top?
If you read the book, you'll find out just who
I'm gonna read. You know what, bro? Send me the link to the Amazon, and I'm definitely gonna buy the book because I'm interested. I'm like, how are you able to top? Because when you top, with me, I get like Charlie horses in my leg and stuff like that. It's kind of hard for me to like stand up for a long period of time. How are you able to do it? Do you just sit in a chair and have them and let them ride you in the chair?
Look. When you horny and you want to get a nut, anything is possible. I told you.
Okay. Wow. Do you have any?
You a Scorpio. You a Scorpio. So use your imagination.
All right. Have you ever recorded?
What you think about Reese while he was on top of you and you were making love to him?
Oh my God! Just stop talking about the Reese thing. It was amazing. Have you ever thought about?
That's what I'm saying. It was amazing. It was amazing, and there was no stereotyping. So please don't stereotype.
Okay,
use your imagination.
All right, I don't know. I'm just trying to get some information. So you would not sleep with Sir Hakeem? With Hakeem?
No.
Okay.
What are we gonna do? The makeup gonna melt on the pillow?
So who would you smash? Who is your type?
None of the girls in the Chasing and G status spectrum, they ain't even gonna get that clout from me.
Nobody. Okay. Who do you like? You know, who do you vibe for? Would you do it with Arquez? Do you know who Arquez is?
I don't know that individual.
What about Rico Pruitt?
That's like my little brother.
You would not smash Rico Pruitt?
No, I would not. It's like my little brother.
How big is your peen? Is it like a big size? Is you a grower or like how big is it? Like, is it a big like? Because I'm just curious. Like, you know, you sitting down. So is it like, do it grow? Is it like really big or is it small? Because you said you're a bottom. Sometimes you bottom. Is it big or medium size? Do you talk about that size in the book?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, I'm going to read and I'm going to bring you back because
All I'm gonna say, I'll give you that because you're reaching it, but I'll throw you a little crumb. I'm thicker. How about that?
thick. Oh, okay. Roland Ray, would you do an OnlyFans?
You got one more time to call me Roland Ray, Roland Rebel.
I'm sorry,
There
Roland
can
Rebel.
only be one Roland Rebel.
I'm sorry, Roland Rebel. Y'all with the R's. Okay, would you do an OnlyFans?
Stay tuned. That's all I'm saying. Stay tuned.
Okay, now, all right. I want to ask you this. Now, would you sleep with Dre Simber? He's a firecracker.
What we gonna do? He gonna empty the coke out of his system in the Sutter home? Hell no.
What? You said the coke. You said that Dre Simber on coke. Come on, no. Dre Simber's a nice guy. What about with 4? Would you do it with 4?
So wait a minute. Since you asking me about Dre Simber, what's up with the girls and you drugging the girls? Because you know she came on your platform saying all that. I think you need to watch all that instead of being stereotypical.
No. She came on and she explained. Let me tell you, she came on and she explained what happened. She got extremely drunk and she didn't remember, and she had got extremely drunk. Now, one thing I can say about Dre Simber that she's a drinker. I don't think that she's a cokehead. She loves to drink. I don't get coke vibes from her. I know she can throw down on a bottle, but on a pipe, I don't get that from her. And
I know you and your eyes see different than that.
I don't get cold vibes from her. Like, no, she loved the liquor. I don't get cold vibes from her. I don't get cold vibes. I don't. Like Dre Simber's a sweet guy. He's an amazing person. You know what I'm saying? And he not. I don't
How much
get.
did she pay you in cups to say that?
She never paid me because she's a good. You don't think Dre Simber's sweet? She's one of the. If you meet Dre Simber in person, she's one of the nicest people ever.
I have met that bitch in person. She gets real white woman in the club. Oh, hey, we shouldn't fight anymore. You know, let's squash it. We in a whole new vibe. Let's let bygones be bygones. And then she turns into the damn predator and Chucky the next 2 weeks after she done had her fix of liquor and coke. No,
really?
I'm not fucking with her.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, really.
I don't believe that. I'm gonna talk to Dre Simber because I don't get that vibe from Dre. Okay, let me ask you that. Have you seen Dre Simber snort any cocaine?
This ain't about Dre Simber.
I'm just asking you. I'm asking you a question because you said that she get white women. So have you seen? Did you roll up on her and she snorted up her?
She said she's done it. She's admitted it on platform. She's done it.
Really?
And then she set up and tell. Yeah, really.
I didn't know that.
But we're talking about don't get espresso. But yeah.
I did not know that. So I want to ask Dre Simber said that he do coke on TTB while it's like was like I didn't know. Like really? Because like he never done coke in front of me. I just know he loved to get turned up with the liquor and stuff like that. He get turned up with liquor. I didn't know that he gets turned up with the. I didn't know with the coke. I didn't know that. But do you do coke? Or have you ever done coke?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Okay.
I may do a lot. I may do a lot of things with my body, but that ain't one of them.
Okay. So I want to ask you this: you do have feelings in your legs and stuff like that? Because I've talked to another person that I've dealt with. They don't have feelings in their legs, like they're paralyzed from down from from the waist down. Are you paralyzed, or you can move your legs? I'm just trying to get.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I'm not.
Okay. I'm glad. You know what, Roland Rebel? I'm glad you're writing a book. I've always told you to get a platform. And I'm gonna keep telling you this. You don't do it. I told you to get on StreamYard, get a webcam, and do reviews of these shows, and you can make your money, and then you can promote your book. I brought you back on the show because I want you to be successful, because you have something special. You know how to clap back. You don't get offended. You know how to let me have it. I love that about you, because you're going to keep it real. That's what I like about you.
Thank you. Is this live right about now?
This is live. Yes.
Why don't I see the live? I want to see the comments.
You can't see the comments. Well, you have to go to the Wiley Show. Did I see? You want me to see your link? You can see that. I'm looking at the comments right now. I told you to come on StreamYard so you can promote your book so people can see you, but you wanted to call in.
Well, if you weren't trying to get me on at 11 o'clock at night, I do have a job.
And you do work. And you have a degree, correct?
I have several. But see, we won't talk about that, because then the girls will think I'm elitist. You
have several degrees. Like, what do you have a degree in? Like, what is your major? One of your major degree when you have a major you major in?
One of my major degrees is that the girls think that I wanted to be Imani Van Zap. No, I am Imani Van Zap by career. I am a therapist.
Wait a minute, Roland Rebel. You are a therapist?
I am.
Okay. I did not know that you were a therapist. Congratulations.
I am.
Now,
I've been a therapist for 12 years.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you was a therapist for 12 years. I didn't know that. So people come to your office and you that's amazing. And you write down notes and stuff like that. How do you like doing that?
Well, I've been doing it for 12 years. That's my bread and butter. And then I got into doing this brand and creating this brand. So that's something new outside of what I have going on. Well, you don't believe it. You might need to see a therapist, Kia. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.
Oh, they said they don't believe it. Oh, okay. Well, I want to ask you this. Do you go to the club?
I do.
Really?
The girls in Atlanta seen me in the club a few weeks ago for my birthday.
You was at the club a few weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be scared to go to the club with you, because people be want to fight you or something. You don't get that vibe?
I don't care.
Okay. How do you get there? Do you use like the vans, the special vans that they have for people to get in?
Don't you get in lifts? Don't you stay up libraries? I told you don't do that.
Wait a minute. I just want to know. So you get the special lift, and they have it where you get in the chairs. Because I know when Roland Ray, he gets in the SUV and and he able to the chair.
I get the Uber XL. I can afford it.
That's accessible.
Like the girls.
Okay.
Like the girls call me a master, but they broke sleeping on air mattresses. Okay.
Oh, okay. So they don't have to put the chair in the trunk. Do they have to put the chair in the trunk?
No, they put it in the back seat.
Okay.
Of their car.
Oh, with the special. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
And Renee, I am a mental health therapist. My specialties are bipolar, personality disorder,
Wow.
trauma, sexuality, LGBTQ community. Need I go on? I have a wide variety of experience. That's what I do.
Mm. Mm.
But and then I talk about some relationships that I have
Wow.
had in my life.
I would love to see you on G Status. You know what? I'm gonna make a call so you can play like the therapist for the people. I would love to see that.
That ain't gonna work.
Why is that gonna work? Like of you doing that?
That ain't gonna work because I'm too enthralled with the cast. You know, the cast don't like me. They don't want.
I can make that call.
You know.
I can make the call, and I could be your bodyguard.
You could be my bodyguard.
I could be your bodyguard. Yes.
Thank you, Shanice. Yeah, that would be cool, but I don't think it'll work.
You don't know if it'll work. Okay. Well, you have a book out. People, go get the book. It is on Amazon right now. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna drop the link in there because I wish you would have sent me the Amazon link. Is it under your name, Roland Rebel?
It is.
Okay, give me a second. I want to see if I can. Is it Roland?
I'll send you the link.
Okay,
right now.
Send me the link so I can drop it in there for the people so they could go and cop the book. Make sure y'all go buy the book. This is a Wiley Show exclusive with the one and only Roland Rebel. And I gave him this name because I really want him to be successful, because if Roland Ray can be out here, you could be out here doing some things, and you should be on the show. Like, I don't understand that. Because you're not in Atlanta. You don't live in Atlanta, right? You don't live in Atlanta, do you?
Well, I'm in Atlanta right now, and I've been in Atlanta in a special hideout because I have to be in witness protection because the girls.
Really?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
No, I'm in Atlanta though.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to get Sherrod on the show next week. Because I really want to.
You make sure when you get $2.99 OnlyFans on the card, you let me know.
No, I'll definitely. I like Sherrod. Sherrod is so adorable to me, and if I ever were to be in a relationship, it would be in Sherrod.
Well, shoot her some money to get rid of that OnlyFans, because that $2.99 OnlyFans with them white socks ain't working for her. It ain't working.
Really? Why you up there talking about that?
Model and still ain't doing shit.
No, she does. No, Sherrod does a lot of great modeling and everything. Sherrod does amazing modeling. Like, he is so special to me. He does great things. You don't think so? Like, he stay busy. He stay busy. I'm just on his page right now. He's so adorable. He does everything. Everything. He stay work. And y'all were cool at one point, but you say he owe you money. I think you say he owe you money.
He does. If you remember, he got into it with Imani Van Zap. He expects everybody to want to, do things for him. And I'm all for helping people. I mean, that was the purpose of me trying to help. So I dropped the link in the.
Yeah, I have it. I have it. What I'm doing is I'm going to share it in the chat. Make sure y'all go get this book. We're going to add this to the Wiley Show book club. We're going to read it, and we're going to bring you back to talk about it. I told you to get a YouTube channel. Did you ever start your YouTube channel, Roland Ray? Please tell me yes.
Yes. That should be started within the next coming week or two.
Yeah.
Because I want to do
yes.
I want to do book reviews on the chapters of the book.
Yes.
So once everybody who purchases the book gets the book, we're going to do YouTube videos about it.
Yes.
Also, if you are on Clubhouse or on Instagram, you can follow my Instagram, and I'll do question and answers on Instagram. I have one scheduled for December 18th at 3 p.m.
Yes.
And then I have a Clubhouse and then I have a Clubhouse book club on Sunday coming up. But if you don't make this one, you can make the next one, which is the following Sunday.
All right, you have a right. You got to work. Please put the name of the book in there. Definitely. Okay. All right.
Me, myself, and I. The channel will be Roland Rebel. Just that.
Okay. All right. Well, we thank you, Roland Rebel, for coming on. Make sure y'all go get that book. Don't get effed up. Written by the one and only Roland Rebel. Make sure y'all go check it out. I'm going to share it all on my social media and make sure y'all go get that book. I'm going to add this to my library. I'm going to definitely add it to my personal book club, and I want y'all to read it. And I'm definitely, how many chapters in it? I think it's about, do it tell you how many chapters?
It is about 32 or 33 chapters.
Okay.
It's 200 and something page book.
Okay.
It's a real easy read. From what I've gotten so far from the reviews from the people that have read it, is that once you get started, it's kind of hard to put it down.
All right. Well, we thank you, brother. Thank you so very much for coming on the show. Keep me updated on all your success. And if you ever want to come back on the show and to get into some things, I'm always a phone call away. I love you. And I love you, man. And
thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. I love you too.
Love you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Roland Rebel. Okay. Yes. Good night. I have that link. So if you all have any problems uploading the book, I'm going to share it actually on my community wall so y'all can get into it. 6268.
Oh yes. How are you, Wally? I fell asleep waiting.
I'm sorry, I had a special guest on the show. Yes, but go ahead, sister.
Well, you kept calling Roland Ray. I wondered, was he Roland Ray?
No, he's Roland Rebel. I always get them confused. He's Roland Rebel. He's Roland Rebel.
Wow. But the questions was very, the way you was questioning him, like he wasn't to be desirable because of his disability, I felt was very prejudiced.
You think so? But no, I'm asking questions what people want to know. Like if you're in a chair, like people want to know those type of questions. Like, can you get up? Are you paralyzed? Like people want to know those type of questions. And it's good to like for him to
went straight to the root of the tutor.
I had to go to the rooter to the tutor because the average person want to know those rooter to the tutor questions.
Okay, let me go out. Thank you, Wally.
All right, thank you. Okay. Thank y'all so very much for calling in. We're gonna keep you updated on this case. All right. Yes, I have a disability. I have a disability as well. But we want to thank Roland. Well, make sure y'all go get that book. I dropped it in the comments. It's a good read. Definitely it was a good read. That's why the name should be I'm gonna say Roland Rebel. It's like you got the baby, you got the baby, you got he's rolling, so he might as well be Roland Rebel. All right. So we thank y'all so very much. It was a good show, man. Thank y'all so very much. I want to also say shout out to the moderator, shout out to my members. Tomorrow we need to do some members. I thought about doing like a movie night, so I got to be updated with the members. So if the members are in the house, we definitely need to do a movie night. I want to give a special shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Special shout out to Tasha K for her love and her support. We're going to keep y'all updated on this case. If any of the updates come, we're going to report on it. We're going to say thank y'all so very much. I got to go because my phone is like literally blowing up. Something else happened, and we want to see how that's going to play out for that. Also, too, we're going to do a trip in Atlanta. Okay. We definitely gonna do a trip in Atlanta. So if y'all in Atlanta, if we have any people in Atlanta, I may book a flight and go in Atlanta for MLK weekend. Definitely want to go to Atlanta. So we want to shout out to y'all if y'all in Atlanta. I've been there before. I want to go again. It's so many people I do want to interview in Atlanta. I just want to interview people in Atlanta. And I wish my girl Day DeNova Queen, y'all know I'm my moderator. I wish she was still in Atlanta. Because I definitely want to go back. I want to do a series of just interviewing people in Atlanta that I look up to, that I support, and stuff like that. So thank y'all so very much. You have a beautiful night. Peace. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and stuff like that. Keep me updated. I want to thank y'all. Y'all made sure we live. Y'all kept me updated on all the topics. Thank you to the producers that was in that conference, that was in that Zoom conference that gave me the tea for that. I want to thank y'all. Whatever y'all at, just let me know when it comes to that. So I will see y'all soon. Peace.